Tich Mataz Show, and my special guest today is the interesting and very charismatic Mayor of Harare, Mayor Jacob Mafume.
It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
Yes.
There's always been a confusion. Is it Mafume or Mafume?
It's Mafume.
Mafume.
Yeah.
Munobepi. Where are you from?
I come from Mashingo, Mafua village in Bondolfi, Mbetu village. That's my sabuku. But I originate from Mashingo. Do kwa katanga kumuywa tea. Where we started drinking tea, at Fort Victoria.
Banana.
Yeah, Fort Victoria. And that's basically it. Went to school, Gogomeria High School. Then came to university, University of Zimbabwe, and did a law degree. Was in student politics for a bit as the Secretary General of the Students' Union. Got suspended 5 times, but
that's where it all began. Look what's
yeah. We've always been for the people.
For the people.
Yeah.
By the people.
By the people and of the people. So that's where we began the activism, the questioning. When I was in high school, I was also the president of the Young Christian Students, which is a Catholic affiliate, which with motto was See, Judge, and Act. So, the Students' Union's motto was the struggle is our birthright.
Yes.
So it's where it all began, to be part of politics, be part of the people.
And that motto has continued in your life. You represent the underprivileged, those who are facing a struggle.
Yes, the voice of the voiceless. We speak for those that can't speak for themselves. Yes. So we've always tried to be the platform. A lot of people invested in our education. At the time when we became law students, we were not paying anything at the University of Zimbabwe.
The education system in Zimbabwe was totally functional. It
was totally functional. It was free. You simply passed and you went to the university. So I've always felt that I needed to give back to the people. These were taxpayers' people. They were trying to invest in what they called their bright lights.
Yeah,
and they were hoping that those bright lights will not run away from the country after such a huge investment, but will give back by shaping society, shaping the economy, and making life better, not only for our parents, but for the generality of the people.
Indeed so. So you're at Gokomera High School.
Yes.
And I'm presently surprised that you went to school with my brother, Zikamai.
Yes, Zikamai Machungura is also a lawyer.
Yes.
We were together since Form 1 up to university, and we're still close friends.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends.
He's a good man.
He's a good man. Very, very...
A very naughty young man when he was growing up. Were you an accomplice at the time?
He was the captain. I was the follower.
Your interest in law, where did it come from?
Well, my interest was in arts. I did a bit of acting. Sichi and I, we did promotion of music.
So we're practically related because that was done by my Damainin.
Yes, Agnes Quatlinga.
Yes,
very
she's
good,
my aunt.
Very good producer.
Absolutely,
I must say it was a very
one of the best CBC has ever produced.
Yes, it was quite an intriguing drama, and I acted in that one. We also were into music. I was the manager for Roy and Royce.
Oh, really?
We started the Urban Grooves movement with Nana Decibel.
You have a very colorful
history, Nana Delani, and so forth and so forth. And but then the next best thing to acting was law, and we thought that there was a bit more money to be made in law.
Because my guitar and Amari.
At that time, it was very, very hard. Remember, that was when Muramba China happened.
Yes.
Muramba China hit our musicians at the core, because we used to sell CDs at the flea markets and so forth.
And so on.
And then when they were wiped away, our sales went down. Grammar and spin along also went down. So there was little money to be made in arts at that time. cars were not yet being given.
Yeah.
And
Whitney was not there at the time.
so
Yeah.
you could then be dramatically poor.
Yes,
So
yes,
we
yes.
then went back to our professions. I went into law, went into acting a bit. Then I went into politics.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Well, you made the right choice. You would
Yes.
have been struggling nicely,
yeah.
but thank heavens you made the right decision. You are now the #1 citizen in Harare, in the
Harare
city.
one.
Harare #1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You have
are.
a better looking car than the president, actually. Although sometimes mechanically it does not function.
Yes, well, it overheats.
And a mechanic, where
you
do you
know,
get it serviced?
We need to be serviced, but I think it was the driver, really, not the car itself.
You're being a politician now.
Who drove it a little bit too hard, and it's an old machine and it's overheated. But it's a beautiful machine. It's part of our heritage.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes the theory is that discard things, but I believe that we must celebrate our heritage, the things that we have had. We must show that we can love the old in order to be able to produce.
It's a classic, a collector's.
It's a collector's
piece,
item.
yes.
It was put there. Those things were lovingly made,
Yeah.
very comfortable. And I think we'll continue to work at it and also to showcase it to the public. It's what we need to do. A city is about traditions.
It is.
A city, it's about what it was and what it promises to be. So we believe that we've got a beautiful city here. It started in 1890. It's got a lot of history, a lot of traditions, the history of the world. You know, some of our sewer system in the Kagui was made by Italian prisoners of war.
Oh.
There are many bridges that were made by Italian prisoners of war who were put here in terms of World War II.
Interesting history
Yeah,
indeed.
and there are many buildings that tell the history of time. At one time, Robinson House was the second tallest building in Africa.
Oh, wow.
You know, the first radio station, as you know, in Africa was broadcasted here in Harare.
Yes, I
the
know that.
first cell phone rang in Harare, in the whole of Africa. So it's always been a pioneering.
Harare has a lot to be proud of.
Yes, it has always been a pioneering city. It is one of the second oldest stock exchange in Africa, the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, and a lot of beautiful buildings, you know, Eastgate.
Mayor, when will the glory days be back again?
Very soon, as you can
Hold
see.
that thought. My guest today is the Mayor of Harare, Mayor Jacob Mafume. It's the Tich Mataz Show. And what a guest we have today. My guest is the #1 citizen of the capital city of Zimbabwe, Harare. Welcome back, Mayor. When will the glory days be back again? You made a promise that by 2025, Harare would be the sunshine city once again.
Yeah. Well, the promise was made by my predecessors, but it's a promise that we
So
wholeheartedly.
you were not,
I was not yet mayor. That promise was made in 2011.
why did you not correct it?
Well, what we have done is that there are certain things that are there. We've got a world-class airport. We've got a world-class buildings, Joiner City here. We've got a
Mayor Manjenga Nyaya, why did you not correct the time which had been given, the time frame, which was 2025? How many years do you think Harare requires for it to be the sunshine city once again
No, it
in
doesn't.
Africa?
It doesn't need a lot of years. The DNA of a sunshine city is there. That's why I'm pointing out to the markers.
But the roads are not functional. The sewers are a problem.
Yeah,
the water is a situation. Electricity
Is a
you name
situation.
it.
But
it's a problem.
we are working on that. Those are the software issues, the service delivery issues. We've got the dams with water in them. We've got the roads. What we have started doing currently, my philosophy as a mayor has been to work closely with government to remove the polarization. Sewage smells
Yes.
as bad to a ZANU-PF person, as well as to a CCC person. Water tastes as good or as bad.
Let's talk about your political allegiance. You came into the office of the mayor as a member of the opposition party Triple C, which you also helped to be a founding member way back in 2014, was it? 2012, 2014?
Well, the Triple C came a bit later, 2020.
2020.
2020, just after, around 2022, just after COVID, when the by-elections started again. But previously it was the MDC Alliance that came in around 2018, 17, thereabouts. And then before that, we were the MDCT and so forth. But the opposition, all the same.
Opposition all the same. You have, on a number of occasions, you have celebrated the success stories of the government of Zimbabwe run by ZANU-PF. How does that work?
Well, my belief is that the political system produces politicians of different parties. We are not put there to fight each other in an never-ending Royal Rumble series. We are there to advocate for the people of Zimbabwe. I do believe that where things have been done right, we should acknowledge because they benefit the citizens of Harare. Where Trabablas has been made and it allows for access, I have to celebrate that.
Every single Zimbabwean must celebrate
that
occasion.
Where an airport has been made and makes it easier for people to visit.
It's going to be used by everybody.
It's going to be used by everybody. It must be celebrated. Where we've got garbage being collected by Geopomona, it's being collected from every house. There is no political card that's being asked for the bin to be moved. And when the dump site has been made a world-class dump site, we have to celebrate that. The people, when they were electing us, were acutely aware that they were going to produce politicians of different political parties.
I guess, yes.
But they were also holding the belief that these politicians that we produce and put in parliament and in various offices are mature enough to be able to work together for the benefit of all, despite who they think elected them. And that's what every society does. When you look at South Africa, Cape Town is celebrated by the president of South Africa. He even said,
and the opposition party.
Yes,
as well.
He even said to his own mayors that the cities being run by the opposition are being run better. Look at the current elections in New York, Mamdani.
Yes.
The first meeting he had before his inauguration was with Donald Trump.
Yes.
But during the run-up of the election, you
were
would
competitors.
think, yes. So once the elections are done, it's done. You cannot.
But members of Triple C feel that you sold out.
No. If your bin is being collected, is that selling out? If you are getting a road where you can travel, is that selling out? If you are able to get to the airport, which is world class, and you go on your business, is that selling out? We just recently signed an agreement to do water. We recently bought pumps number 7 to number 10 using government resources. Those pumps were last bought in 1976. We recently are going to commission pumps that will draw water, 5 pumps that will draw water.
Is that the solar power project you're talking about?
No, this is the water project, the Hellcrow project.
Oh, yes, okay.
This is the refurbishment of Morton Jeffrey. We've bought pumps. These are the biggest pumps in Zimbabwe in terms of water pipes at Morton Jeffrey. No mine has got those pumps. No other organization has pumps as big as the ones that we have at Morton Jeffrey. They've been bought.
At one time, you were named the Chigananda because of certain projects here in the capital city being given to perhaps people that you know firsthand who had some kind of business relationships with you. Is that true?
No, this is not true. The people that I've worked with are people that I've been given by government. Government comes to me and says, we've got this partner to do your water. Just like how the American government comes to you when it's giving you ARVs.
Yes.
I don't ask the American government who made the ARVs. I simply tell them that I've got 100 people who need ARVs. Or if they come with condoms, now I've got 2 million people in Harare who need condoms. I don't ask them who
made them,
who made the condoms. That's the same. When government comes to me and says, we've selected this partner.
On several occasions, you've been picked up by the police for abuse of power, corruption, allegations of corruption, and madiri.
No, well, it's they investigate. It's interviews with the police. Everyone in office gets interviewed at one point in time. I don't know any person, any politician who has traveled in Zimbabwe who has not been interviewed by the police. We all get interviews.
So we're calling it now an interview.
It's an interview. They ask me questions as to this and that, and then I answer. And I'm happy that I've been able to answer the questions satisfactorily. That's where we are sitting.
That's why
across each other. It happens to personalities. Whether you are a person who is successful, there's always an expectation. I don't know where they get the expectation. People expect me to be poor. I am a lawyer. I was qualified.
You went to law school in order for you to make money.
Yes. And therefore, poverty and me will move in different directions at any point in my life. But
Is this the politician talking, or is this the lawyer in you talking?
It's the lawyer in me talking. I did not come to Townhouse to be poor, nor do I intend to leave Townhouse poor. So there should be an understanding that when I come to work for the people, it's for them to benefit, and they will measure them. Garbage is now being collected. Water will improve. The roads will improve.
When will we have running water across all the taps in Harare?
The program that we have, by the end of this year, we will have a significant amount of water going to the taps. The challenge that we've been having is that if you look at the statistics, Manyame is always 80% full. Even
the rains have been fairly good this
even
year.
In the dry season. So it means that we've not been efficiently abstracting the water. Now we are repairing the pipes and the pumps for us to be able to draw the water from both our dams, which is Lake Chivero and Dawendal, which is always 70% full. And recently, when we got the rains, Chivero was at 56% full. But if we were taking water well, we will then be able to give people water at least 4 days of the week with the current water that we have. But good news is that Kunzi Dam is now impounding water. So it's filling up.
Is Kunzi Dam fully functional now?
It's now impounding water. It's 90% done. The water is now being impounded. So it will take about maybe
when do you begin to release water from
2 to 3 years for it to be full. Then we have already given Zinwa land at Donnybrook, 19 hectares, for them to do a water plant for the city of Harare. So,
yes, my very special guest today is the Mayor of Harare. Stay tuned. Your Worship, welcome back. You know we have so much to talk about.
Yes, I know.
Time looks like it's going to be our enemy today, but we're talking about the big problems Harare is facing. There are issues to do with the road infrastructure, the potholes. We spoke about the water. You say in about 2 years, there'll be enough water for the city of Harare. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. There are 2 projects that will make that happen. There's Kunzi Dam. It's now impounding water. We'll do a canal from Chekarama Dam in Marondera, because most of our water from the Eastern Highlands, it's just flowing to Mozambique, causing floods.
Okay.
So we need to water harvest.
To redirect
it back to our lower lying areas. So we need to have a tunnel system or a canal system coming from the Eastern Highlands, redirecting the water down here to Harare. But we begin, Mchekaranoa Dam, Wenimbi Dam, we have a tunnel, we have a canal or a pipeline, we put the water in Manyame, and we clean.
Let's talk about the roads and infrastructure of the capital city.
The roads, what we are going to have to do, we are going to speak to the Minister of Roads, Mr. Honorable Mona, who is also a lawyer. Okay. And they've already built an asphalt plant at Skyline, at the outskirts. It's a massive asphalt plant.
Are they talking about building it, or is it completed?
It's completed. It's going to be commissioned by the president either this month or next month, March, depending on his schedule. But it's done and it's completed. It's a huge plant. And we are going to begin doing the roads using the asphalt from that plant, or the mix from that plant. Once we get that, the roads in the other side of town and the inner city roads will be done during the SADC period.
What kind of period are we looking at?
We're looking like for this year, because the roads are fairly urgent. And these roads that we are doing are fairly simpler because we are simply following where a road used to be. So it shouldn't take us a year for us to be able to do the roads. Remember, the money that's coming from the people, all of it has been going to government. We've been getting about 2 million. It's been going to Zinara. We've only been getting about 2 million, yet people pay around 120 million.
Have you had a one-on-one relationship and discussion with Zinara? You've spoken a lot about that.
Yes, we are coming to an understanding. That's why we have agreed that we'll get half of the product that comes from the asphalt plant that they've put at Manyame. So there's going to be good roads, good news in relation to the roads.
The contentious Pomona Waste to Energy plant, where are we with that?
Well, as they say, the proof of the eating is the pudding is in the eating. Yes. So reluctantly, it's becoming one of our best deals in relation to the work that they are doing. They've bought close to 100 compactors that are ferrying waste from the suburbs.
Are they sufficiently cleaning up the city?
Yeah, they are.
When we grew up, Tantanima trucks are, the yellow and white trucks.
People are beginning to see them now for the first time. Yeah. We are now having a schedule. If you look at the dump sites, there used to be fires. It used to be smelling. It used to be, a terrible sight. Now they've even built a restaurant there where you can eat right in the middle of the dump site. So the key markers of what they ought to do, now they're even collecting, which was our major issue of contention, that they should collect the rubbish from the homes. They are now doing that. We have also seconded our waste department to work with them, around 400 workers, saving money from council. So when we do the sums and when we look at what's happening on the ground, you can see that there are now less and less complaints about the Geopomona deal Zitwe. And it's becoming one of a good example of public-private sector collaboration. We should not fear our private sector in Zimbabwe.
I guess.
There is a stigmatization of private capital in Zimbabwe. The whole world and the countries that we admire are built by private capital. Elon Musk is sending people to the moon. He is introducing electric cars. He has unfettered access to the president of America, yet he is South African. South Korea is built by private capital. China, would you believe it? BYD are private capital. Japan, Toyota is private capital. So the stigmatization and the fear of innovators, Strive Masiwa is private capital.
And you mentioned earlier on that he's the first man
to do cell phones in Africa.
In Africa.
Yes. So private capital is, and it moves and it changes tenure over generations. And they move things. And a private capital drags the society. Even what we call foreign investment, it is not governments. It is private capital. Sector. From there, they come
from various countries.
Yes, they come and they buy mines. They do these
and bring
things.
The resources to
so
Zimbabwe.
As Harare, we are not ashamed to work with our private sector. We must also remember that they are not gods. We are not gods. They will make mistakes. They will get things wrong. But we'll correct them.
We should work together, hand in
glove. Trabablas was built by our own private capital. The roads, Mashingo, to the Harare to Mashingo, now we can get there in 2 hours, 30 minutes, was built by our own private capital. And that's the way, and that's where we should be going. That we must understand that for us to be able to succeed as a city and as a country, we must continuously invest in our own private capital and try not to stigmatize those among us that are entrepreneurial and are risk takers.
Your Worship, let's be pragmatic. How much time do you need for Harare to be the sunshine city again?
We have said that it's going to be the smart city of choice by 2030.
2030?
Yes, it will be the smart city of choice by 2030. and we are moving towards that goal. Digitalize Harare, make it a smart city of choice by 2030. Already, we are seeing signs of success. Our sporting disciplines are coming up. Cricket is doing
wonderfully well.
Wonderful. And our soccer team got to Africa Cup. Our rugby team is going to the World Cup. I just did the National Swimming Championships a few days ago. And we've got 2 Olympiads in the 100-meter dash at most World Championships and Olympics. We've got, and we are knitting back our society. Harare has always punched above its weight. It has always been the story in terms of the world in relations to sports.
The dark horse.
Yes, we've always been there. When sport is being mentioned, the Premier League, we put the first export there.
Let's talk about that in part 2. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
I appreciate your allowing yourself to take time away from your busy schedule to talk to us right here on the Tich Mataz Show.
It was a pleasure.
Can we come back and talk some more?
Yes, you are a legend yourself. You've been one of the pioneers of broadcasting. You went to South Africa, you are back, and that's what Harare is about, the Harare dream. You bring the sunshine to Harare.
Sunshine continues on the Tich Mataz Show. Thank you for joining me. Part 1 of The Talk with the Mayor of Harare.